Yeah.
Well, Goran, it's Halloween this weekend. So,
Dun dun dun.
question: What
Let's
is
play
the
a game.
hype with Halloween?
Halloween. Oh, sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
It's hard, isn't it? Halloween in the UK is an interesting thing, isn't it? Whereas, like, American friends, it's very hyped up, parties, all that kind of stuff. We don't really do that.
Parties,
I
trick or
think-
treating, all that good stuff.
Yeah, like growing up, I think we did a little bit. I mean, trick or treating when we grew up was like, right, you're gonna go to your cousins' houses, so only houses you know, and you can trick and treat there. So it's all very planned, and it's all a bit like
Yeah, because they're worried about their kid getting abducted.
yeah, no, but as in like your parents are with you, but yeah, it's I get it. It's like absolute like what if? Because people don't really, keep like sweets and chocolates here like your average person to receive. So they're like, we'll go to places where we've told our family that you're coming, so they're prepared and they're going to give you some stuff and you're going to have a positive experience. So we did that like 1 or 2 times. Last year we got into pumpkin carving. I really enjoyed that.
Really?
So Meher and Shindy did the actual carving. I did the emptying, which is like the arduous kind of boring part. But I really enjoyed it, man. I remember being in my banana. All about the banana, man.
What about the banana?
All about the banana. And I had 2 pumpkins. Had my music on. I was just. Have you ever done this?
No, I've never done carving a pumpkin.
Oh man! So the
it seems quite messy. I don't think I'd like it. I don't like mess.
So hence the banana. What we need is essentially I have 1 tray which is basically for my crap. First you need to make the incision, so you make the chop, on the top. You take out the thing, and the inside the pumpkin is very hairy and lots of seeds. So then essentially what you do is you take a chamcha spoon, you just continue to scoop. But by the end, it's such a beautiful thing because inside you just got it like all smooth, right? Like it just takes quite craftsmanship, and then it's for like my sister and Shindy to do the actual making of the face and stuff. But
you
really
enjoy the
enjoyed
therapy
it.
of scooping out all the shit inside.
I'm not good at the other bits, so that's my contribution. So I've made myself good at doing that. So we're doing that this Saturday, and then maybe watch a scary film or something. Not opposed to that.
I never saw this. Like anytime we did trick or treating growing up, because we lived above a pharmacy, right? Growing up, so it was sort of like a flat. Yeah. So we used to live above the pharmacy, Mum and Dad would go to work each day and they just walk downstairs. So Dad would go into the post office within the pharmacy, and Mum would go into the pharmacy body, and then we were all living upstairs. Me, my brother, my sister, my baby, and my papa.
7 of you.
5 of us upstairs.
No,
hang on, 5
well.
of us upstairs, but there were 7 of us. Yeah, and then my Bibi and Papa would sometimes be at mine, sometimes be at like my Daya's or whatever. Right?
How many rooms did you have in upstairs?
So I slept at the foot of Mum and Dad's bed. So we had that was up until like I was 8. So we had Mum, Dad, me in one room. We had a study for like paperwork that was with the business. Then we had my brother had a room, my sister had a room. We had an attic that was just a dumping ground. And then we had a room for my Bibi and Papa, and that's it.
All this above a pharmacy?
This is all above a pharmacy, yes. It was quite a sizable flat, I guess. But
the same, man.
Yeah, is it a flat? I think there's a certain word for it. A French word.
Mansion?
Like, no. It's a French word. Maisonette. Yeah, is that the right word? You're the property experts, you tell me, innit?
Yeah, Maisonette works. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what it was. Now, where was I going with this? Yeah, so we never had trick-or-treaters or anything, because to access the flat, you'd have to go through like a gate on the side door that was always closed. So it's only when we moved house that we started getting trick-or-treaters. I'm like, what's this? And I only saw it on TV, and I was like, oh.
Where you've got a gate as well?
No, but back then, the gate was like a normal opening gate. It wasn't like an
okay.
And it was always open. We never closed it.
Okay.
So yeah, people will come and do trick or treat, and I'm like, oh, I don't have anything here, and I was like, this is weird. And then eventually over the years, Mum and Dad had to start stocking, and now we've got electric gates. It's always closed, so it's kind of finished now.
People are like, please, sir, please let us in.
But one thing I didn't like about trick or treating was it gave people an excuse to be a dickhead. So people can like egg your house, so you don't know who it is.
Yeah, does that happen though in the UK? Again,
that happened to me 2 years running. Yeah.
Sorry, your house was egged?
My house was egged twice, yeah.
In where we had your party?
Yeah, they're there.
Oh my God, man.
The house is egged because, bro, I went to a state school and they didn't like me, right? But it was an excuse for them to sort of just egg my house. And they went hard, yeah. And
Wait,
then
these
Dad
people
the
you
next
knew?
day. Huh?
Was it people you knew?
I had a suspicion who it was, but I could never find out who it was. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So they egged the house, and then Dad made me clean up the next day like it was my fault. I was like, "How's it my fault?" He's like, "It's your school." I was like, "Thanks, Dad." So yeah, egging of the house became a thing. It just gives people an excuse to be a dickhead in my eyes in the UK. There was that joke by, what was his name? Doc Cotton or something.
Okay.
Not from fucking EastEnders, but he's a comedian. And what he was doing was he was basically saying like kids on trick or treat would come up to him and basically ask him for money, and he's like, "Are you meant to ask for snacks?" He said, "No, we just want money." He's like, "So essentially, you're robbing me." That was the gist of the joke, and it's kind of true. Kids in the UK are a bit scatty with it; they're not proper normal about it. They just take the piss. But do you remember a few years ago? Go on.
No.
Do you remember a few years ago how there was that craze of people dressing up as clowns and stepping in front of cars and country roads and chasing people down?
Bloody hell, sounds like the Purge.
It kind of was that kind of vibe, because there was this thing going around. I think it was when It came out.
Yeah.
And people, and they released that on Halloween, and people were just dressing up as clowns, stepping into countryside roads and just trying to run towards the car and just playing along with it. And the police had to get involved and try and stop it. But yeah. And there was like a YouTube compilation of it. It was getting a bit out of hand how people were doing it.
People are nutty, man.
Yeah, it just gives people an excuse to do stupid shit because they're in disguise. That's it. If they didn't have the clown shit on or the face paint or whatever, they wouldn't back it with the same energy.
No, absolutely not. What are you doing for Halloween?
Nothing at all.
Well, in the
Nothing
flat.
at all.
Imagine trick-or-treating for you.
What am I going to do in the flat?
Press the button.
Press the button. You have to get through 2 levels of security to get into the flat.
You're so happy.
No one's doing that. No one's doing that.
You're gonna be there like with your sniper rifle, arch bow,
waiting for it. As they open the door, what the fuck do you want? Right? Little
Hunger
slingshot
Games.
in my hand.
Hunger Games, isn't it?
Hunger Games, yeah, it's true. Real life Hunger Games. I reckon the biggest outfit that everyone's buying this year is going to be the one from Squid Game. Have you seen the outfit?
I haven't seen Squid Game too.
So there's an outfit that all of them wear, and it's basically the outfit that the guards wear. Have you seen Money Heist? Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it.
So in Money Heist, they wear a very similar boiler suit. It's basically a red boiler suit. And in Squid Game, they have like a mask. In Money Heist, they have a mask. They were essentially selling the concept of Squid Game suits to people and saying you can pay it back through Klarna. And the concept of Squid Game is basically, this is not a spoiler, it's people who are in huge amounts of debt trying to make money to get out of their debt. And I was like, this is marketing at its finest. They're making money on a show to sell to people something and say you can pay it back in installments. I'm like, that is so
Genius.
deeply troubling. Genius, but also playing up to the fucking role of it. It's smart and also very cheeky and on the nose, isn't it?
Absolutely, man. What did you do on the weekend just gone?
Fuck, what did I do? Went out to meet a friend from school days, Jamie. So he came to the wedding. I met him and his missus. That was cool. That was a last minute plan, and then otherwise just chill.
Yeah, Jamie, yeah. He was at the Shard, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, man. Only guy from school that I kept in touch with. The only one nice to me, basically.
Yeah, I was gonna read between the lines there.
Let's just call a spade,
The one that didn't bully me.
That's what it is. Kid used to copy my fucking homework at school, and he got better grades than me the whole year round twice. It's fantastic.
He's got that way, isn't he?
He's just that smart
James,
kid.
He's gonna be an MP, man. Like
he's just that smart kid. Nah, he won't be an MP. He hates politics.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, proper hates it. But yeah, in a nutshell, fuck Halloween, innit?